Alright, well, we're at another service call here. And I take my little door off to peek in the coil, see why it's freezing up. And lo and behold, I got a case coil in a plenum. Don't know how that gets like that. I have no idea. I just don't understand. Well, let me get to the bottom of it. I gotta find out why this thing is freezing, and I'm assuming it's airflow because I got a lot of airflow coming out of this hole. So if I'm not getting airflow across the coil, of course it's gonna freeze. So now I gotta figure out what's going on here. Let me get into it. Well, this is what I found. I found a 4-ton coil in a case inside a plenum, and there's leaking here. It's not blocked off back there. Don't understand. So let me get this taped up and start jamming air through the coil because it's all bypassing the coil. Interesting. Freezing up. Alright, let me get that done. And we got the plenum taped up as best I possibly could. Let's start this thing up and see what kind of pressures I'm getting. Let this run for a minute and see what it does. Oh, I got no superheat. What a surprise. Got 44 degrees of subcooling. Gosh darn it. No, that's great. 46 degrees of subcooling. Got that on the right thing? Yeah. Well, looks like I got a bad TXV. Or I'm severely overcharged, which that's not the case because let's watch our suction. It'll probably keep on going down. 43. Yeah, it's probably going to keep on going down, and the subcooling will keep on going up because it. But I got airflow through it. I mean, oh, you know what? I bet you it's where that coil's positioned on there. That is probably what's doing it. Because of the coil's position sideways, it's not getting the proper airflow because that coil should be positioned, you know, front to back on that unit. So it's not getting it's missing half the coil. That's what's happening. The front half of the coil is freezing up. Or it would be, technically if it was front to back, it would be the left side of the coil is freezing up. That's what's happening. I'll go downstairs and show you what I mean. Hold on. I didn't get a chance to take you back downstairs, but that's the case. this coil is situated sideways on the furnace and overhanging the back. It's not getting the proper airflow through this furnace, well, through the coil. Any of these carrier end coils got to be situated side to side, not front to back. It will not work. Any carrier end coil that is situated front to back in a furnace, it will not work. All the airflow goes up the back of the furnace, doesn't hit the front side of the coil, and it's going to freeze no matter what. So, right now, as you see, I got 88 psi. I got 52 degrees of subcooling. I got more than enough refrigerant in there. It's just that TX isn't operating because it's sensing one side of the coil is colder than the other, so it's not working right. So on to the next one here. So fan's running downstairs. I gotta open this thing up, see if the contactor's pulled in, and it's probably off on low pressure. It does have a low pressure switch, so let's get into it and see what's up. Sorry guys, I had it set for the wrong refrigerant. So now I got 27 degrees of superheat, 16 degrees of subcooling. Subcooling I should have 17 degrees, so it's bobbing up and down. That coil just is not situated right on that furnace. I got the subcooling. I know I got the airflow through it now, but it almost looks like a bad TXV, but it's not. It's the position of that coil on the furnace. Sorry about that. Let's get on to this one. Well, we got this one open. This is, wow, that's quite a different contactor. I think this one's got a heater on it. That would be the only logical thing why I would have a contactor like this. It looks like when the contactor releases, it makes contact with these two contacts up here and turns the heater on. That's a cool contactor. Never seen one like that before. Check that out. So this thing doesn't have power for some reason, and I mean the contactor's pulled in, so I mean it should be running. So, and I got stuff buzzing around me, that's why I jumped. So let me figure out why this doesn't have power. When I started jiggling the door to get the door off this disconnect, the unit actually popped on, and one thing I did notice is that this screw up here was extremely loose, and I don't know if it's the pull-out disconnect part of it or not. I had to pull the meter because it's meter tapped. There's the meter. Let me put the meter back in right now. I think we just hit a loose connection. Loose connection on the disconnect inside, so that's why it didn't come on. You can tell the lug was overheated. So that old beast is up and running. Gotta go down and check the filter. My superheat's a little low, but check the filter, and that's probably the only thing that's wrong with it. Alright, well, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching.